We are with Sonny of P.O.D. with FakeLovers.net. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
for
you,
the first time. And my very first question is, how is the overall experience touring with Insane Clown Posse?
It's been amazing, man. The loyalty of the fans is undeniable. You know what I mean? For us, it's we actually were asked to do a rock arena tour with some arena bands, but it's the same old crowd. So when we got asked to do ICP, it was like, you know what, we want to be in front of new crowds. You know what I mean? Do something different. And so we accepted. It was an honor, and here we are. And so I would say 98% of the, I'm assuming that never, maybe have heard about P.O.D. but never maybe come out to a show.
I've never had the chance.
Right. Yeah. Unless they went to the gathering when we played. But it's awesome, man. So I hope we're winning them over. I hope, I hope these juggalos are gonna come out when we come back through on our own.
Yeah, you guys have been around for like over 20 years. It's cool you guys are still touring. And,
we stay busy.
What was being able to record with Luke Koller, sick of it all? How was that? How was that experience? 'Cause that's like a hardcore punk rock legend, man.
Yeah, he's definitely an icon. That's one thing we do in all our records is feature, artists and bands that mean something to us. It's kind of the honor we get in doing that. So we just hit him up. He was stoked about doing it, and you know how it works these days. All you have to do is just send a track. He jumped in the studio over in New York and lays it down. We did the same thing with Jamie Johnson from Hatebreed last record.
That was a good one.
Where he's like, send it over to me, man. He listens to it. He's like, dude, I love it, dude. And he's like, okay, I'll have it to you by tomorrow. It's that simple, Especially when you're doing vocals.
Yeah.
Vocals, if you have a good mic and a good setup, you lay a bunch of tracks down, you send it back to us, we go through it, clean it up, and it's ready to go.
So, I mean, what punk rock, inspired you the most to do that? Like, what punk rock records would you say? Because that was a different style for you guys. You guys are, you guys have always had that, punk attitude. But like,
well, sick of it all. They're definitely the iconic New York kind of hardcore. You know what I mean? Yeah. Us being on the West Coast, we know of a lot of these bands, and so when I was young, I wasn't really into. I grew up in a rock and roll family, but when I was 12, 13, 14, it was mostly street music, like a lot of hip hop, a lot of reggae music I vibed with, and I was aware of all the classic rock, rock bands because of my parents and stuff. But I always thought punk was kind of a white music. I'm like, in my mind it was like Sid Vicious, these cats from the
England.
Yeah, I'm like, what is some white guy in England? How does he relate? Can I relate to that? You know what I mean? That doesn't relate to me until I found like Suicidal Tendencies, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. You got Mike Muir on one of your tracks.
Mike Muir's on one of our tracks, until I discovered the Bad Brains, you know what I mean? It's like, dude, these are guys of color, these are guys that are from the street, and to me, they're doing a white music, you know what I mean? That was so it was a real eye opener for me to realize that, oh dude, there's these bands, punk bands, there's these hardcore bands, underground bands that are doing it, and it's not this English thing, it's like, this is just a lifestyle. Yeah. And so I started, I was very, very intrigued with that, It had, and plus their music had a lot more soul, you know what I mean, being where they're from, and so I got to learn their cultures just by listening to their music.
Bad Brains are phenomenal.
Yeah, man. One of the best.
Greatly influenced the Beastie Boys and all that.
Oh, yeah. So. HR's been on our record. He comes and hangs out with us every time we're in Baltimore or New York, so... Yeah, that's one of the perks, man. Get to hang with your icons,
And do you guys think you'll do another track with Maria Brinkup in this moment? Because that was another unique track, I thought, for The Awakening.
Yeah. She's awesome. The funny thing is, I had no idea that she had already done a track with like Papa Roach and a couple other people. But
the people
I guess she's the hot item right now.
Share the scene with.
Yeah, but we met them on Uproar a few years ago, and they're amazing, and they would come and watch us play every day, and so we built a friendship, and then we've always stayed in touch. And I was like, hey, whenever you guys do a new record, let me know. And that's the cool thing about this industry is you build friendships, and you talk and cross all the time. And it's like I hit her up and said, hey, we're going in the record, if you have time or if you want to do it. She did it. She made it happen, and I love that song.
That's badass. Yeah. Well, you guys toured Ozfest. It's cool that you guys stick to your own beliefs.
Yeah.
You guys don't let other. I guess don't let the others' darkness get in the way, but you guys keep that light in there. Yeah.
Man, this is the world, though. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't raised in church. You know what I mean? This is a decision of faith that I've made on my own. Sometimes people get it twisted. They think, P.O.D. or some Christian choir boys. You know what I mean? But it's like, dude, my friends are in prison doing life, or they're slinging drugs, or they're gangsters. You know what I mean? Like, so this isn't like new to me. I'm not some little kid that, oh, this is Jesus guy. He's like, he's not gonna smack me in my mouth. You know what I mean? I have my faith because I need to calm down. I need something that's real to me. I need words of peace and words of love, in my life. And so my faith and my belief in Jesus is personal. But I don't fall for the gimmicks. I don't fall for that stuff. Most of these guys that seem like they're the most evil, they're in the back with yoga trainers and eating figs and have a vegan lifestyle. If anything, they got all of us fooled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it ain't no thing to me. And then then there's those that mean it, but a lot of it is just it's gimmick and it's entertainment. The difference between me is I don't entertain. I didn't get in this band to entertain. Like we were already doing this is lifestyle music. So we're making noise. If you want to come out and have fun with us, let's have fun. You know what I mean? But
that's what I like about you is like you got the metalheads on your side, you got the hip hop crowd. I mean, you guys tour with Linkin Park.
Yeah. We tour with everybody, man. If we can go tour with a reggae band right now if they asked us.
That's what I like.
Because we're fans of music. It's not like we're stuck one group. I mean, look, we're on all. People are saying, "What the heck are you guys doing with ICP?" And it's like a hip hop. It's all more of a rap crowd. And it's like, but it works
because you guys always had that.
We have it, yeah. But if Dave Matthews asks us to go tour tomorrow, we can play some of our softer stuff and just vibe it out and and just jam. So that's because we're fans of music and we're not stuck in one world and all our records don't sound the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's another reason why I've been following you guys for so long. He's like, there's influence. First of it was like the Little Nicky when you guys did that School Hard Rock video.
School Hard Knocks.
Like it was one of that's what School Hard Knocks. Yeah. Dang, dude,
I'm
going back like 15 years. Holy shit! But Adam Sandler movie for all who don't remember Little Nicky. But and then another thing I wanted to ask was with the SoulCal sessions. I like how you guys took older songs and turned them more like a reggae punk rock song. Are you guys gonna ever release a volume 2?
I think we will, man. But I don't think it'll be trying to make such a big deal out of it. It was something that we do anyway for like whatever radio listeners, or maybe we'll go do something a little bit more intimate while we're on tour, and it's something fun to do. And then people were saying, why you guys should just release that? So when we try to do it on our own, how social media works, you can put any content you want, but label politics is like, well, wait a minute, we'll put it out. Corporate tries to, they just basically screw it up. You know what I mean? Like,
they get in the way.
They get in the way.
Like, I don't want to do it.
We were just gonna release this online, or like whatever people listen to music. So I think next time we'll probably just keep our mouth shut, go in the studio, record on our own, and then just like leak it or release it.
That's not a bad way to do.
Yeah,
it's not a bad way to do it at all. I mean, if it'd be annoying to me if someone was like in the way of like, hey, you gotta do it this way. I want to do it this way. That must drive you guys.
Welcome to the music business.
And what would you say is your all-time favorite P.O.D. song to play live? I know that I just put you on the spot. Or maybe when you get the most crowd reception from.
Well, I mean, obviously, we've been lucky to have some radio play. So when you play radio songs, obviously most people know, but we haven't even been playing all our radio songs on this tour because we've been wanting to do some of the heavier, eerie, more of the hip-hop influenced songs. That way it kind of blends with what else is going on. But we always get a good reaction from songs like South. I mean, that's a song that we came out on, obviously Alive and Euthanation are some of our biggest radio hits. So people, you even see some of these juggalos that they don't want to just quite give it up to you yet, but then everybody's got to stand there and look tough until that song comes on. I was like,
and they're like, oh shit!
I remember when I was a kid.
Totally catch them off guard.
Man. And
especially when you guys probably play Boom. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. Because you hear that in sports and TV and stuff. So and then, man, we're having fun. We, you know, people see us playing. We're here with ICP, and it's like they loosen up a little bit.
For the final question, the future of P.O.D. What do you guys newer music videos you'll be dropping soon, or?
Yeah, all that stuff happens, man. It's just part of the album cycle. We just released our record like a month ago, so here we are touring.
Yeah, it's still pretty new. The Awakening is still very new. Yeah.
We'll go home for the holidays, do some holiday fly-out shows, and then you start looking at the schedule already in my email, and I already see, you know, the end of January to summer, back over to Europe, South America.
You already got your tour all laid out.
Yeah, I started lining up, so I'm already trying to like prepare my heart for it. I'm like, oh gosh. So we'll be touring all over the world, and then obviously back here in the States again. So we've done well overseas. So we're not just touring the United States. We get great reception in all of the countries. So it's like we can stay busy.
After all these years.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We're blessed, man. That's
still longevity and still dedicated fans.
Yeah, dedicated. That's for sure.
And since it's the Halloween season, I have to ask you this: your fondest childhood memory of Halloween?
Oh man, just every Halloween was awesome, man. Just with my friends, skateboarding from house to house. Skateboarding down the bombing the streets to like other neighborhoods and getting candy. But just the idea of being with my friends, and we never got like too crazy. I guess when we were younger, but just being together. I grew up with we had a lot of friends, so wherever we went, you felt kind of invincible, and so wherever we attacked, we would go and stuff, and Halloween was always a cool night to go out.
Heck yeah, awesome answer, man.
Thanks, brother.
Any final shout-outs before we end this interview?
Just again, thanks to ICP for having us. Thanks to all the Juggalos for showing us love and giving it up to us every night, man. So again, hope to see you guys on another tour.
Salute.